It is a clay artist and pottery lover's dream. 31 clay artists at 5 local studios showcasing their talents. We have Glenn Woods and Kimberly Cummings. Join me now with how you can be a part of the annual Tour de Clay coming up this weekend. Good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to have you here.
Well, happy to be here.
I'm blown away by your talent, and this is just a sampling of what you can see at all the different studios. But let's start with this, because this is all what it starts with, right?
I thought it might be interesting for everyone to know that everything you see here, no matter how it ends up, it all starts out as just a ball of clay. So whether you're working with slabs or on a potter's wheel, this is our journey.
And this is where I mean, again, I love the arts. I dabble in it just a little bit, but this is a true talent to take this and then turn it into this. So let's start with your work. Did you bring any of yours, I'm assuming, this morning?
Yes, we were with Pottery Boys Clay Studios in Palm Harbor, and Keith and I specialize in crystalline glazes. So this is a piece of ours. Keith makes the mugs and the little Christmas ornaments out front.
Those are beautiful. All right, Kimberly, let's talk a little bit about your work. And you've been a part of this since the very beginning. This is the 11th tour this year?
The 11th annual Tour de Clay, and Glenn and I are both original members. We started a little over 12 years ago. Took us a little while to get the tour going, but it is definitely going. We're the only pottery tour in the Southeast. So
I mean, that's really remarkable.
You have to go to Asheville or Texas to see another one. So.
And what's the mission? What's the goal as people kind of come to how do you guys get the map? Because it is all over the Bay Area, but what is the mission? What do you want people to know when they're kind of traveling around and making sure that they make these stops?
I want them to know that food tastes better on handmade pieces. And that it's better to give a one-of-a-kind gift than almost anything else. And we have that.
Yeah. Kimberly, I want to make sure we get your work in and kind of explain how it is and kind of your specialty.
I never did holiday work until I did 3 years ago, and people went, I want that. And I went, I'll be doing more of that. Thank you.
Got to listen to your customers.
Yeah, this was a little sketch that my mom used to doodle in the 60s.
Oh, no way.
So that's my Santa.
Your stuff is very colorful from what I can gather, too. Yeah,
really?
I like it, though. Yeah.
I'm a little bit colorful. Sorry. So Linda Arbuckle, my mentor, always taught us that somebody has to do the dishes.
Okay.
So you should always think of every piece of a bowl or a pot. So this is considered Maiolica.
Okay.
And it's 3 firings, sometimes 4 firings. So that's why this is $1 million. But everything is usable, and this is a tray that I make, and you can put asparagus or cookies or chocolate, not together. That would not tasty at all. And a watering can, and so anything that looks like little eyelashes and little
girly. You're in charge of the girly stuff.
Girly, thank you.
Well, and what I love is when people come to the galleries and the different studios, you get to talk with the artist and actually hear how the work is put together, right?
Yes, and we bring artists from 6 different states.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity to see artists that you wouldn't normally see at an art fair, a local art fair. Although some of them you will see. I think it's important to, it's called Tour de Clay because we start out in St. Petersburg, and we go to Palm Harbor, then Lutz and Odessa, and then all the way up to San Antonio, not Texas, Florida. And it's really nice because it breaks up the trip. If you go to each studio, you're going to see very different art no matter where you go. It's really nice.
What if someone is interested in maybe kind of starting out with this and maybe experimenting? I would imagine this would be a good place to start, maybe talk with some artists and see. I mean, do you see this type of art expanding? I mean, is it still alive and well?
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
I would imagine.
Yes, there are collectors all over that come from, I was telling you earlier, from Alabama and Georgia, Mississippi, Key West, Miami, that come up, and they're real pottery collectors and art collectors that come for this once-a-year weekend event and opportunity. Yeah.
Right, and collectors doesn't mean that you have to spend a lot of money. There are things for $15 on up to $1,500, or maybe even a little bit more. But collectors, you can start out with a mug, and your collection can grow from there.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, before we wrap up, I have to call in my teacher, who I called out in the she's going to kill me later. But she's who helped me also have, along with my dad, dad who's an artist, but give me a hug. I'm so happy that she's here.
And we're happy you're here.
But thanks so much for coming in. We hope
she and Jack have a studio
I know, her
in San
husband's
Antonio.
running- yeah. So again, that's where I fell in love with this type of art as well. But thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you
Good luck
so
this weekend
much.
and keep us posted.
Thank you for having us.